Hi there everyone, this is Mr. All with Houston Millennium Martial Arts. This is a welcome video and an ongoing video training for all the students that just recently signed up with us, and of course the students that are currently training with us. Be sure to check out the website, which is Houston Dojang, Houston Houston, and then Dojang, Dojang, that's all one term. .com. We have a lot of good information on there. We have our blogs and events and news information that you can check out. So let's go right into it. I made some notes on some things that can help both of us actually to understand how you can use our martial arts school to your benefit. Okay, that's one of the reasons why you're currently with us. You're training with us because there is some benefit to you. So I wanted to go through some of the information that was passed on to us and some of the information from parents and from students, and then some information that was passed down from, of course, the masters, Master Butler and Master Co, to myself. So I'm sharing that information with you. So just like you as a student, I had to take notes. So I'm sharing some of my notes with you, okay? So I don't have photographic memory, so I need to look down every so often to make sure that I stay on task. Okay, there's no shame, students, for when you get into a higher rank and a lower rank student asks you, hey, can you help me with your form? And you don't remember the form, go and check your resources. That's one way of making sure that you get it right. Put your pride aside, make sure that you check your resources, double check number 18 on move number Teguk. Sajang if you need to. So always be willing to, just make sure you check your notes. That's one of the reasons why we have you take notes in class. Alright, so here we go. So the first one is learn the local etiquette. Of course, anywhere you go, you want to be able to understand what's going on, know what the procedures are, know what you're supposed to be doing when you enter the school, know how do you address the instructors, how you address each other, and a lot of the tradition that we have has to do with that information. Of course, we bow to each other, we salute the flags, we always show good respect, we use first and last names, actually we use last names, when we're addressing each other, especially amongst the students. We don't complain about certain techniques. If the exercises are getting too hard, we're not going to be complaining. We're going to do our hardest. We're going to try our best to get through it, okay? Of course, stand in line when everybody else, and in a nutshell, try to blend in, of course, which is, the objective of learning the local etiquette. You want to blend in. You want to be able to understand what's going on. And then once you understand the local etiquette, you can project that information. So in other words, loudest key up. You can be the first one to line up when the instructor says line up. You can be the first one to be done with your push-ups and sit-ups and so on that you should be doing in your forms or anything else that you're learning. Okay, the second one, excuse me, ask what to do. So if you have a question, if you say, well, I don't know what to do, let me just guess. Okay, so if you're guessing what you're doing, that's going to make you look really bad, right? Because everybody's going to be doing one thing, and then you're going to be doing something else. So even students who've been here for a while, be sure to ask questions. Clarify what the instructor is asking you to do. Do you need me to use my left hand, my right hand? Are we going fast, slow? Are we kyopping on every move? Are we calling out every move, the name of the technique? What is it that you require of me? Okay, don't make assumptions, which, you and I both know that in life when you make assumptions, that can lead to miscommunication, frustration, anger, all those things, okay? So the third one, don't offer advice. That's one of the things that in a martial arts school, remember that the instructors are the ones that's leading the class. Now, and also this goes for parents as well. So while you're there and you're in class, the parents are observing the class, that's not the time to be making suggestions on how things should be done. Now, we are an organization that we listen to our customers. We want to make sure that our parents are happy, our students are happy, and at the same time, we do have traditions that we have to follow, and we're going to be doing things a certain way. That's another part. That's a part of the self-discipline, right? Myself, I have to follow what Master Butler, and Master Ko did before him. So we're following a traditional way. That being said, the way we communicate sometimes, for example, in emails or some of the things that we put on the website, some of the basic in and out of a small business, we welcome feedback from our customers. We welcome feedback from our students. Just not during class, not a very good time. And then also you want to be respectful as well. So, just like we would if a student is struggling or we have a suggestion, well, a lot of times what we do is we pull the student aside and we guide them that way. So we don't know everything. We're not, the guru of communication or doing business or whatever it is. So we welcome feedback. So, pull us aside, make your suggestions. If the school owner or the instructor decides, this might be a good way to start doing things, then we can make that decision together. Again, we want to make sure that everybody is happy in the situation, but at the same time, what we're doing is we're teaching martial arts. So there's some tradition that goes along with that. And some of the things that we've been doing, Master Ko started this whole thing, 40 years, 35 years ago. Okay, so we are following those traditions. That's one of the ways that we get to be successful. Number 4, don't criticize what's happening. So that also goes with number 3. Criticize is a word that I don't like to use. I like to use the word feedback. So using the word criticize in this instance does mean criticize. So what you're doing is you're complaining about everything. And what ends up happening, you see, when students come through our door, what we're trying to do is create a positive environment. We're trying to give them everything. We're trying everything to uplift them, in other words, when we say give them everything. It's all about, feedback, positive feedback mostly. It's about, hey, you're doing awesome. You're welcome. You're doing great. You're welcome in the school. Keep going harder, faster, on a light to help elevate the student. So if we have one student, we have somebody that's watching the class, a parent, a brother, a sister, complaining about what's going on to other people while we're doing our class, that's kind of taking away from what we're trying to accomplish. Again, if we encourage open communication, so if there's something that, we're doing that you may not fully understand, or you might need an answer as to why, or you just don't agree with it, pull the aside, the instructor, our head instructor, myself, whoever it is, and say, sir, here is what I'm seeing. Here's what I like. Here's what I don't like. Of course, being respectful. And what we always do, we're always trying to get better. Okay, so we're listening to our parents. We're listening to our students. Sometimes we change the way we do our curriculum. Sometimes we change the way we do business because we've heard the customer's voice. We're listening to what you have to say. Okay, so let's move on to number, where are we at? 5. Use the school services to benefit fully. So the school, we offer bully seminars. We're having a Monday seminar going for 1 hour. We're using it as an opportunity to kind of showcase basically all the things that we have to offer. We're also doing some of this to help with like a bully seminar, personal protection seminar, self-defense seminars, how to improve grade seminars. So we're gonna have a lot of these different things. And also our instructors, myself included, when I say our instructors, we're available to help with, for example, if a parent or a student has a business, we can go in there and do like a team builder. We can have the business come out here and do a team builder. The employees do a team builder. We're happy to go out there and do a seminar if you like. So there's a lot of different things in a lot of different areas of your life, career, and so on that we can help with. So there's a fly in here. Gotta get rid of. So we're there. We're available. Use us as a resource. So a lot of times I have conversations right in this office about, with students about their grades, about their behavior, especially. Some of the kids, they get colors for the behavior, and a lot of times the parent will say, "Mr. Hall, can you speak with this student because he's had, red two days in a row. He's not listening to the teacher," and so on. And we understand that. Excuse me. We understand that these are kids. Sometimes So what we're trying to do again is come up with a success plan, which is what we do in that 5 to 10 minutes that we're talking to the student. We're holding them accountable. We're making them promise to behave, and so on. Okay. So use us to use our services to the fullest. We are available for many different things. One of our instructors, he's really good at sales. So he could possibly come and speak to your sales team, and so on. Let's move on to the next one. Show an interest in the style. Take notes. That's one of the things that we encourage. A lot of successful people in life have a journal. They write about what they've learned. They write about quotes. They write ideas that may be coming up. So we encourage everybody to take notes, including parents. If you want to take notes, go right ahead. The little ninjas, the younger ones, we encourage the parents to help them out, to take notes, to remember the forms, and so on. And then ask questions. We really like questions. Pose your questions. Write them down if you forget. Some families, you have the dad that wants to ask a question, but he's sometimes not there in the class, and he has a question. Bring the questions. We will call dad. We will email him, or mom if maybe mom is a little bit too busy to be in the class. We'll speak with mom on a one-on-one basis just to explain how things work, answer a question that she may have. So we encourage that very much. One of the things also, which is go to the next one. We're going to go to be low key. Listen more than you talk. Again, we're encouraging open communication. However, in a martial arts, it's also tied into learn the local etiquette. So in a martial arts situation, what you want to do is be able to understand what's going on. And what we have found is the less conversation that happens in some cases, when I say conversations, if the student is talking all throughout the class, then the learning environment is going to be affected. So what we're asking is take notes, listen, contemplate, meditate. There's more than one ways to look at things. A lot of times the way we learn is we get information, and this is just how the brain works. We get information and we put the information on, it's called a block, and we put the information on this block. Now, does the information fit perfectly? And if the answer is no, then as human beings, what we tend to do is we start to try to find a different place to put the information. And if it doesn't fit anywhere in our brains, what we do is we try to dismiss it a lot of times. Which, and when I say dismiss it, we get the information, we heard what's happening, but it's not stored correctly in the correct place. So what we ask everybody to do is just absorb the information. Be like a sponge, okay? Absorb the information, and then think of different ways of applying the information that you get, okay? Once you've done that, then you could think about, okay, well, maybe I could do it this way. And then we encourage that, because that's one part of the self-discovery process that happens in a martial arts school. When the student comes out on the floor, what we're trying to do is guide them. We want them to figure it out mostly for themselves, you see. So if we give them everything that there is to know about a technique, first of all, they're going to be overwhelmed. Just like an adult or a child will be overwhelmed, I guarantee it. Just like learning anything new. So what we want to do is give them some information. Just like my teacher did. Give me the information. And then what I did was I took that information, I practiced it, absorbed it, contemplated, meditated on it, asked more questions, got some more information, and then I'm putting it into my brain so it can become a part of me. And that's one way you become a really, really good student. That just being on the sponge side, okay? That's what I call it, being on the sponge side. Listen more. Listen more. Absorb. Okay? And then allow the instructors to guide you. Parents and students, allow the instructors to guide you. Give us a chance, give us the your attention, give us your give us your ears. Okay, that's one of the things that we teach. Focus ears, focus mind, focus body. Give us your ears, focus your ears on what's being said. And then again, take that information and run with it. Give it your all, contemplate, help your child to think it through. And that's one of the ways that you can support your child by doing that kind of maybe further explain what's going on and confirm that with the instructor just to make sure you're on the right page. Okay. The last one is a very, very important one. There's two ways to look at it. You make friends and then you inherit a mentor. The way we look at it is when you have a mentor, when you have a friend, let's say, friends in the classroom. So parents, students exchange phone numbers, share information, reach out, help each other, study together, go play on the weekends together when you don't have class, hang out together. Because again, what we're thinking is that what will happen is we're giving you all this good information. We're encouraging you, we're training you, we're helping you to improve your self-confidence. Now imagine if two of our students who are getting that information is supporting each other. Okay? They're supporting each other. So now all that information is, the positiveness, the positive self-confidence, the self-control, all those things are now being displayed. One person is seeing another person doing it, other person seeing the other person doing it, and now that's reinforcing what we're teaching. So now you have friends that are behaving in a certain way, just as, for example, a student or a parent would want their child to behave. So good behavior, wow, awesome. Buddy system, play date, whatever you call it nowadays, it'll just be an amazing experience. And then on the second part of that is that you inherit a mentor. You have myself, Mr. Phillips, and what we look for is when a student comes through our door, that student now is part of our lives, you see. So we want to know how things are going. We want to know when the student graduates. We want to know the awards that the student is getting. We want to know, send us an email about things that's happening, great things that's happening in the school. If you need help with certain things, parents, even if you're not with us anymore, give us a call. Hey, we moved away. We're now in Colorado. The school is in Houston. You can't attend Millennium Martial Arts anymore, but your student is struggling in school. Give us a call. Mr. Hall, can you talk to him, talk to her, and see if we can get this going? And then, I'm happy to do that because I have no charge to you, no cost to you. The only thing that it will cost is your time. So I'm happy to do that. I want to hear how my students are doing or my former students are doing. We don't want to lose anybody, but again, we understand it's a lifelong learning process. And we want to be able to give that mentorship to our students. We want to be able to give our services to our parents even after they're gone. I want to know, okay, you left and you went to, Arizona, and now you're playing baseball. You decided not to go with another martial arts school because you love Houston Millennium Martial Arts so much you're going to do baseball. Okay, how's baseball going? I want to know how that's happening. Okay, so just to recap very quickly how you can use their school. We're going to just go through it very quickly. I'm going to read just to make sure I don't miss any. Learn the local etiquette. Ask what to do. Try not to offer advice. Try not to criticize. Give feedback is what we're after there, rather than criticize. Use the school services to the fullest. Show an interest in the style. Take notes. Ask questions. Be low key, right? Listen more than you talk. And then make friends, and then take advantage of the mentorship that we offer here at Houston Millennium Martial Arts. All right, so that's all for now. We will be posting a lot more videos, so keep an eye out for that. And keep training. I'll see you on the floor. Take care. Have a good night, good evening, whenever you're watching this. All right, thank you so much for your support. Look forward to seeing you guys. Goodbye.